Now, after the supposed aftermath of the Challenger explosion, take a look at one of the astronauts' parents and how they react. More dupe and delight. Just like Jungle Surfer said, Robbie Parker's father. Clearly smiling. They're all smiling with these faces. You can clearly see it. Take a look. Now, without the audio, go a little bit slower. Clearly see these smiling faces. These aren't faces of someone that just lost their daughter. Clearly, you see this woman smiling. It's hard to see with this the poor quality video image I have, but you can clearly see she's smiling. She's smiling back. And he has a grin on his face, and this child in the back, clearly smiling. Again, Robbie Parker's dad. Complete joke. Now, as far as these astronauts in this pyramid worship, this capsule is nothing more than a pyramid that they're praying to. All these Masons involved in the game. And the supposed astronaut that was killed during that supposed disaster. Look at this monument they made for her. And of course the pyramid structure in the back. Freemasons that control, that run this world, control NASA, control our entire society. Now taking a look at some images of the supposed astronauts that passed away, that died during the disaster. You can clearly see they're all alive and well. Now, I covered this aspect before, stating how these so-called space shuttles are nothing more than airplanes. And these images here, and if you truly believe the back hatches of these space shuttles open up in space, this is completely ridiculous. Nothing more than a painting, a CGI effect, nothing real about this. Taking a look at this shuttle being piggybacked. This space shuttle is supposedly 80 tons on top of this plane. Look how flimsy. All this weight is going to be held up by this little metal piece in the front here. Just completely ridiculous how people buy this. More than likely, this is nothing more than a prop, completely empty, nowhere near 80 tons. Probably just a couple tons, if that. Now, like I've stated in my previous videos regarding the space shuttle being nothing more than airplanes, covered this, but it needs to be again stated. How NASA states that space shuttles fly as unpowered gliders during a re-entry and landing, during descent. Now, to read off NASA's official website, again, the space shuttle flies as a glider during re-entry and landing. During ascent to rise, thrust is provided by 3 space shuttle main engines at the base of the orbiter and the two solid rocket boosters, they are joined to the orange external fuel tank. The solids are jettisoned and about 2 minutes into ascent, and the fuel tank is jettisoned as the shuttle enters Earth's orbit. So there's no propellant available to the SSMEs during descending, and though the engines are still present, the shuttle remains as an unpowered glider. In previous videos, I've demonstrated how these so-called space shuttles are nothing more than airplanes, and I included one clip per video of a space shuttle landing. Well, with this video, I'm going to show the Discovery, the Endeavour, and Atlantis landing. And with each video, you can clearly hear jet engines. So there's going to be no doubt whatsoever that these are, again, nothing more than jet airplanes.
This is serious business right here as the shuttle, which is really just a glider right now. This is serious business right here as the shuttle, which is really just a glider right now. Let's turn up the audio and listen to this for a minute. And they are on final glide path right now.
30 seconds until touchdown. Main gear. Landing gear now down and locked. Main gear touchdown. Pilot Jim Dutton now deploying the drag chute. Nose gear touchdown.
One minute to touchdown. Main gear touchdown. Nose gear touchdown. Deploying of the drag chute delayed to assess the conditions of the crosswinds on the orbiter as it rolls out on the runway.
Charlie Bob flaring up the shuttle's nose for landing, and so you can see the main gear of in place. Main gear touchdown. Pilot Barry Wilmore deploying the drag chute. Nose gear touchdown. Atlantis now rolling out on runway 33 at Kennedy Space Center.
There's a shuttle. Touchdown.
And look, but this is one time. Forget the conspiracy. Listen to our government agencies. These guys are telling the truth. You know, there's no conspiracy here, folks.
Take a look. Now without the audio, go a little bit slower. Clearly see these smiling faces. These aren't faces of someone that just lost their daughter. Clearly, you see this woman smiling as hard as now, after the supposed aftermath of the Challenger explosion, take a look at one of the astronauts' parents and how they react. More dupe and delight, just like Jungle Surfer said, Robbie Parker's father. Clearly smiling. They're all smiling to these faces. You can clearly see it.